Okay, a few more. So a metal forming plant uses productivity standards calculated as averages from historic data. On average, 100 square feet of formed metal requires 6 hours of Class A mechanics time and 5 hours of apprentice time. The wage rate for a Class A mechanic is $38 plus 54% burden rate. And the wage rate for an apprentice is $14 plus a 48% burden rate. The total square foot cost is most nearly. And so we've got to understand once again the concepts. If you're familiar with this, we have a wage rate plus a burden rate. Now, you might think, well, hey, plus a burden rate, that means that that's just a distractor. It's too much information. I get it. They're distracting me on this. Or you can say, wait a minute, burden rate, I understand it, and I have to apply it to what I've got here. Let's personalize this and understand. If you get paid $100 an hour, that's in your paycheck every hour. So you get $100 an hour, okay? Your employer has a burden that has to be put into your pay. And typically in burden rates such as this one, they hover around that amount. So let's say that's $54. So that means that your cost for your employer, so your employer books that it costs the employer $154 an hour for your time. Okay, so that's the entire labor burden rate. The only thing that's not here is the overhead and profit. All right, so your employer would then put an overhead and profit on, and that would be your full charge rate. That's what it would total. Your total cost would be that. So we're not dealing with the overhead and profit in this particular case. We're just looking at the burden rate, but personalizing it. This is primarily what the objective is. And what is labor burden? Well, the fast facts down below identify what that burden is. It's your payroll taxes. Now, payroll taxes usually run, depending upon where you are, it runs around anywhere from 12% to 15, 16% or so. All right, so it's about 12%. These are your federal, state, the statutory taxes that are required to be paid by your employer. So you pay 12% of that. So you're paying $12 in your $100 pay to taxes, and you're also, the employer matches up 12%. So whatever you pay, your employer also doubles up. It has fringe packages of your vacation pay, health care, life insurance and the like, disability insurance and the like is all part of the burden. Your employer has to pay all of these insurances for you, and effectively that's what the burden amount is. It's about 54% here as stated, and it's not as it's more likely that's in that range of where your rates are also. So we have a Class A mechanic that 38 plus 54% is equal to $60 an hour. Apprentice is $22 an hour with the burden rate in it, and you divide that out, and so it's $4.70 per square foot.